Jesus. Hey, what's up, guys? My hair is all sorts of crazy today. What you guys been up to? Hold on, I was gonna look up something. What was I gonna look up? Oh. Hey, what's up to Lucy? I think you said your name was something else, right? I'm trying to remember what you said. Lara, right? Or Lara? Series. It is a mini-series. Okay. I never looked up if Moon Knight was a mini-series or not. But it is. Yeah, I remember. I just can't remember on how to say. Is it Lara or Lara? Oh, hey, look, it's my sister. What's she doing? How's school going? I don't think. When is the last time that you've been into a stream? It's been a hot minute. Oh my gosh, I was on my eye. Hold on. Did I get it? I think I got it. Oh, and good news. We finally got our IVF calendar. Well, I got mine. I don't think Anna got hers yet still. I got mine yesterday. Just popping in, haven't seen your live in a while. I know, it's been a hot minute. I know you're busy though with all your stuff. It honestly doesn't matter how you pronounce my name. People say it in so many different ways and I'm getting used to it. Well, I mean, but yeah, it's your name is your name. It's just I think it's the way that it's spelled is I can't ever figure out if it's Lara or Lara. And when people look at my name spelled, they never say it right. But if I tell them, then they'll remember. It's just the way that people read it, I think. So what's the timeline then? So I don't want to say we're keeping it a secret. Although we're keeping it a secret except for I'm gonna be taking shots while Anna's out of town, and so I'm at the end of June, and so Mom's gonna have to help me with my shots. But other than that, we actually told Aunt Dale. So I told Aunt Dale, but she's the only one I told. Because we want to keep it a secret. But we're excited. Because it's getting closer and closer. But it's coming up. Like, it's all of this stuff is coming up. But yeah, I got my we get 2 separate calendars. I got my calendar yesterday morning. We were supposed to get our calendars at the same time, but the lack of communication is crazy with these people. So I got my calendar yesterday morning, and then Anna was supposed to get hers yesterday morning too, but she didn't. But you won't get it exactly right anyway. LMAO, the R is supposed to be much harsher, but the A's are both pronounced the same way. I don't, because it could still be Lara or Lara, because both of the A's are the same for both of those. Getting close, that's awesome. I'll have a little baby in my arms in no time. I know. We're getting excited. We were supposed to get the freaking calendars like 2 months ago initially, and then again we were supposed to get it like 2 weeks ago, and then we didn't, and then I finally got mine yesterday, and then Anna still hasn't gotten hers. Although Anna's isn't crazy. Anna has like 2 weeks. She has 2 weeks worth of shots, and it's only 1 shot a day for 2 weeks, and then she's done. Well, after the extraction, and then she's done. I have like 10 weeks of shots, and I have like, not 3, it's 2 different, I have 2 different shots, and, but I have to take each one, like, I have to take one of them starts earlier than the other one, so I have to take one from, like, it's every single day, and I get it in my abdomen, and then, when it gets closer to insemination, I take a, one that's bigger in my butt, and, so when it gets closer to that time, then I'll have to take 2 a day, and so that's gonna be fun. But Anna is going out of town at the end of June, and they don't encourage you to give your own shots, so pretty much anything that they tell me, and I'm like, no problem. I don't have a problem with needles, but I think, like, they're like, it's, even people who don't have a problem with needles, it's harder to, like, give your own self a shot, and so they were like, we don't encourage you to give your own shots, so, yeah, Anna's gonna do mine, and then I'll do Anna's whenever she has hers, but it's pretty crazy. I don't know how to explain how to pronounce it. It's hard. I'm also trying to understand what exactly you're talking about, and I'm only getting, like, half of it. Oh, I don't know. So I don't know, I'm talking about, so we're going through IVF. I know you're, like, from Germany, and so it's a language thing. It's not probably necessarily because you don't know what I'm talking about, but, my wife and I are trying to have a baby. So we have to go through IVF. I don't think giving yourself a puncture wound would be that easy. Good luck with the IVF. Thank you. No, I don't think it would be that easy either. Like, the abdomen shot is a butterfly needle, so it's not too bad. But the one that goes in my butt is not a butterfly needle. And the one that goes in your butt, they're like, so theoretically, like, a single woman going through IVF could do it yourself, but they're like, we don't encourage you to do it. So, and the one that you stick in your butt, it's kind of hard to reach, and you have to just make sure to keep the needle, like, straight, you know? And it's harder to do that whenever you're doing it on yourself. What a cool journey, though. Yeah, I guess. I mean, like, I am beyond ecstatic. Um, I've been waiting for the calendar for a long time because we initially started the process of IVF back in December. So we've been doing this for like 6 months, and finally we have the calendar to, like, that marks like when we're doing stuff. And so, which makes it real. Not that it wasn't real from before, because we were doing blood work and we were doing exams and like lab work and like all this other stuff we were doing to get prepped for the calendars, like the whole IVF process. But like once you get the calendars, and it's like real, you know? Or at least that's how I felt. And so I got my calendar. I'm super excited. So not necessarily excited about the shots, but there's one shot that they're like, so we have to put your body in like a menopausal state, and I'm like, oh shit. And they were like, yeah, so she's like, you're gonna go through like basically menopause temporarily. And I was like, oh shit. And so I'm like, I already get hot when I sleep. Like, this might be TMI, but like I don't sleep with any clothes on because I get like super hot. And so I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm gonna like sweat. Dude, we're gonna have to have fans in the bedroom or like something. Or like, I don't know, because I don't want to spend a fuck ton of money on an AC bill, but I feel like I'm gonna be like pissed off and be like, I don't fucking care. I'm gonna turn down the AC to like 50. And Anna would enjoy it definitely, because she gets hotter than I do. That's awesome, though. I'm really excited for you. So many needles sounds like my personal nightmare, though. I don't have a needle problem. I have, my fears are stupid fears. They're not genuine, like, they're not like actual common, like, genuine fears. I guess they're genuine because they're real, but like, I don't know. Mine are just, they sound stupid, but like, I don't have a fear of blood. I don't have a fear of needles. I don't have a fear of hospitals. I don't have a fear. I don't like have any of those type of fears. So that's not a problem for me. I just know it's probably going to be hard to give my own self noodles. So I'm like, okay. And I'm wondering, like, you know what I'm like really curious to know is what my cravings are gonna be like. Cause I've got some strong cravings, like as a regular, like all around strong cravings for like chocolate. Um, usually, and it's usually when I have like strong cravings, it's usually around my time of the month, but like, and then I have like strong cravings for, it's usually spicy stuff and chocolate. And so I'm like, I wonder if during my pregnancy cravings, if it's gonna be just that but more intense, or if it's gonna be the exact opposite, like it's gonna be healthy shit. That's what I want to know. Do they sound more stupid than my fear of butterflies? I could understand a fear of butterflies, actually. I could kind of get that. I had a nightmare that when I was a kid, I had a nightmare that included like butterflies. But so that, it's funny that you say that, because that fear of butterflies actually gave me my fear that I like, my most intense fear that I have, which is trypophobia. Because I had a dream when I was a kid that a butterfly like crawled in my hand and then laid like a whole bunch of eggs, and then, okay, I can't talk about it because I'm like getting itchy and like shit already, and I'm freaking out. I'm already starting to sweat. But anyway, so yeah, I have a severe fear of trypophobia, and then I still have a fear of escalators. Ever since I was a kid, I've had a fear of escalators. I still kind of do. slightly have a fear of elevators, and I think it's a similar thing to escalators too. And it's not a height thing, or it's not. It's not a fear of heights or anything. It's just I don't know. I have a fear of escalators. Elevators are like I'm like I'll take an elevator over an escalator, but I don't feel like completely comfortable in an elevator. I'm excited for the new Netflix movie First Kill. It's about two lesbians, one girl and her family are vampire hunters, and the other one is a vampire, and they both fall in love. It looks so good. It's based off off. Is it a movie or a show? Hold on. Is it a movie or a show? First Kill. Show or movie? I have it on my list, but I just don't remember if it was a movie or show. Oh, it's a show. It's a show. That's what I thought. Are they books? Oh my god, it's based off of books? I've been wanting to get I've been like dead set on trying to pay off one of my credit cards. So as soon as I get that paid off here in like the next month or whatever, I want to buy more books, and I want to buy the Killing Eve books, which is like I think it's like Villanelle, like I think it's what it's called or something. Well, they renamed it because of the show, but and then I want to get into reading again. But I like basically haven't paid for anything since I've been trying to pay off that stupid credit card. And wait, are you and your wife trying to get pregnant? If so, congratulations, and who's planning on carrying? Me. Hey, what's up, Shania? Yeah, we've been ever since we got together. I always wanted to carry. Anna never wanted to carry, and so it just kind of like made sense. But we always said Anna and I have been together for like 4.5 years now, which is crazy. But we have always kind of talked about, obviously we would have to go through like an IVF type of situation. And the first, like, ideally we want to have 3 kids. I don't know. A lot of people are like, wait till you have your first one or whatever, and then you can like really decide then. But we both want a big family, so it's gonna be her egg, but I'm carrying. So she's bio mom, I'm birth mom. And then, but yeah, we initially, like I said, we started this journey back in December, but I just got my calendar yesterday, which kind of like, this is like for reals now, like we're in it now, where it tells you like about your medication that you have to take and your shots and the extraction and the insemination and all that. So yeah. So super excited. I've wanted to have a kid for a very long time. I actually, right before I met Anna, I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to have a kid by myself. Because I don't really, like, I have issues with connecting with people on like a romantic level. I wouldn't say romantic level. I'd say, like, emotional level. I don't, because I have issues with my emotions, and I wouldn't even say very picky. I just don't really I don't like people easy. And so, like, I never even, like, really had feelings for someone up until Anna. And so, it's not that I was, like, saying, like, oh, I would never find anyone, so I just might as well, like, do this shit on my own. Like, because I always, even when I was, like, a kid growing up, like, whatever, I didn't think I was gonna get married. I just thought, like, I was gonna start a family, but I never thought of getting married. And so I kind of always had it in my mind that I was gonna end up doing it myself anyway, and I'm a super independent person, and I don't need anybody else, at all with doing anything. So what is, like, I know my mom was basically a single mom for a very long time. Well, you have to know our situation was very weird. But anyway, so my mom was a single mom for the most part, raising like 3 kids. So I'm like, it'd be very hard, but I would do it, and I know I could do it. So that's what I was going to do. And then I met Anna like 2 weeks later. Because I made an appointment with my gynecologist, and I told my gynecologist, I was like, okay, so I want to do this. I want to do it by myself, like whatever. And he's like, okay. And so he's like, well, go ahead and like set you up an appointment in like a couple of weeks with a fertility doctor and like blah blah blah. And he gave me like pamphlets on like sperm companies and all that. And then I met Anna like 2 weeks after that appointment, and we just Anna and I, it was like love at first sight too. And so I was like, oh well, shit, okay, so there's that. And then I waited 4.5 years, and then here we are. So, and I think a lot of why we waited for so long too is because it was expensive, and then I got this job that is going to pay for it. So timing is everything. It's pretty awesome. I don't have to pay like up to $27,000 worth of IVF costs. It's pretty crazy. Hey, what's up, Mikey? I have a fear of claustrophobia, and when I did an internship at a hospital, I got stuck in an elevator with a patient. I avoid elevators at all costs now. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. That stinks. I think I would even be fine if I got trapped in an elevator. It's not even that. Like, I think my fear of elevators is if it drops. Like, it just, like, drops you or whatever. I think that's what my fear is. So sometimes when an elevator goes, like, clunk a little bit, like, whenever it, like, transitions and then it, like, like, freaks out or whatever. Like, that shit. I'm like, oh, God. Okay, taking the stairs now. Sorry if this is a weird question, but are you and your wife both femmes? But how come Anna doesn't want to carry? No, it's not a weird question. So, yeah, we're both, it depends on what you mean by femmes. Do you mean, like, actual, like, females, or are you talking about, like, feminine? Because, I mean, yeah, we're both females, but, she just never, I think she's one of those people that's like, her body is a temple type of person, and she's like, I don't want to do it. Nope. She's like, I don't want to mess up my body. I don't want to, like, it's a body thing for her. It's not like she doesn't want to have kids. She always wanted to have kids, but, like, she's like, I don't know how I'm going to have a baby. I mean, she's bisexual too, so she was like, oh shit, she's like, if I end up with a dude, then I'm gonna have to carry, and I don't want to do that. We even talked about, like, what if, like, I can't have kids, then, like, what we would do, and then she'd be like, well, then I would carry. But she's like, I don't really want to carry. It's not something that she really ever wanted to do. So, and I did. I always kind of wanted to know what it was like to carry a baby. The smell of chicken made me physically ill while I was pregnant, but I crave spicy buffalo chicken. Anything. Weird times. I just, yeah, and I want to know, like, that's what I'm curious about. I want to know what my cravings are going to be, and, like, what kind of weird things that are going to happen. I don't know. And same, I don't really like people, I distance myself a lot, which may not be as good as I'm making it. No, it's okay. Like I said, I'm the exact same way. I dated many people when I thought I was straight. I dated men, and then when I came out, I dated women. But I never, like, even when I was dating women, like, I liked them and I was attracted to them, but I wasn't, like, into them. Like, I never, I'm like, I can't, like, emotionally, I can't connect with you on that kind of level. I'm trying to, there's a movie, and I'm trying to remember what that movie is, and the person's like, they don't have a problem being with people, but it's like, they can't form, like, a emotional bond, and so they rather just be with people. I don't know how to make this without, I'm, like, trying to censor myself right now. You get what I'm saying, right? I don't want to, it's gonna be weird. I'm a very sexual person, but I emotionally am disconnected, and so there, that's what I was trying to say. I felt like however I was trying to explain it was not coming out right, but I meant femmes as feminine, so we're not. We have both of us actually have our moments where we do kind of get feminine, but for the most part, we're both tomboys. Or, I want to call us studs or whatever, like, we're not butch. I guess, if you had to label it, I guess studs, but, like, I don't even say stud, because sometimes when I think of stud, I'm like, I don't feel like I'm a stud. We're just tomboys. I feel like that's the best way to explain it, is we're both tomboys. But Anna will wear, I wore a dress, let's say I wore a dress at my friend's wedding in October, but after that I said I'm not wearing a dress anymore. I'm done, because especially when I just never felt like myself when I wore a dress, and I'm like, I can't wear a dress anymore, because I feel so uncomfortable. So after that, I'm like, I'm not gonna wear a dress anymore. I'm done with dresses. So, but I did wear dresses, like, not all the time, but, like, occasionally throughout the years. And then Anna she hasn't worn a dress in a long time, but she, like, if the occasion calls for it, she'll wear a dress. And Anna also doesn't wear makeup. She doesn't have to, because she's gorgeous. But, so she doesn't wear makeup, but sometimes, I will tell you, like, I'll have to see if I can find a photo, but there's a photo of Anna and I, and we went out, and Anna put on, like, a red dress with high heels, and she did her makeup, and I'm standing next to her, and I'm like, I look like a fucking schmo next to you, because you look like a damn supermodel, and I'm like, just here. But yeah, so whenever she gets all dolled up, she gets dolled up, but 98% of the time, like, we're both, especially her, she's very, very, very tomboy. But it's funny, it's just, sometimes it blows my mind whenever she, like, puts on a dress and, like, wears makeup and stuff. But, so she will, if the occasion calls for it. Well, here in the UK, been really warm here for over a week, and now it's raining hard with thunderstorms. You watched In From the Cold yet? Or if not, when do you think you will? I have no idea. I really don't. It's on my list, though, Mikey. It's on my list. I promise you, it's on my list. I just don't know when I will have time to watch it. It'd probably at least have to be like a month or two before I can watch it. Are you talking about the character that Ryan Gosling played in Crazy Stupid Love? Maybe? Yeah, but but he fell in love with, what's-her-face? I know that there's one, I think that's kind of a character that's in quite a bit of movies, but, like, one that I remember is in the movie Imagine Me and You, where the guy, like, hits on Lena Headey's character, but he's a super sexual person, but he, like, doesn't want to be in a relationship. Or shit, even, like, James Bond. I mean, hello, he's a super sexual person, but he's like, like, I can't do it, you know? I just tried to make a connection between me and James Bond. So is tomboys also considered masculine? I don't know. I guess. I have my personality, I feel like, is a very masculine personality. I don't know why. I mean, I hate the term of like feminine and masculine because I think it's dumb. Like how we have different stuff in like different categories of what's feminine and masculine, but technically, yes, I would have to say that that's masculine. And I think that like my personality is more masculine than it is feminine. Because I enjoy shooting. I enjoy anything with a weapon. Love playing video games. What else do I love that's masculine? I don't know. I don't know at the top of my head, but a lot of stuff that I love to do is masculine. Here's a joke for you. Your mother has been with us for 20 years, said John. Isn't it time she got a place of her own? My mother, replied Helen. I thought she was your mother. Wait, what? Hold on. Your mother has been with us for 20 years, and not in a time she got a place of her own. Wait, are they siblings? I don't get it. Are they siblings? Is that what it is? But how about the Wild season finale? I sometimes feel like the Wilds don't know how to close off their seasons, you know? No, but I did like the finale of season 2, though. I did like it because I feel like it made up for the rest of the season. And I don't think that season 2 was bad. I think that season 1 was way better than season 2. But, like, season 2 was like, but the finale made up for it. So I do think that the finale was good. Okay, no problems. A month or two before you see it, let me know when you have watched the first couple of episodes. I will. I will let you know. It's hot in here. Oh. I'm wearing sweatpants and my PlayStation's on, so there's that. I've been getting into playing more games lately. When I say games, I mean like one game. I've been playing the same game for a little bit. But I want to get back into playing more games and reading. So as soon as I pay off this damn credit card, I'm going to buy a bunch of books and I'm going to buy some more games. I'm excited for Lord of the Rings in September. What are they coming out with now? Can I tell you something? I've never watched Lord of the Rings. I've watched The Hobbit, but I've never watched Lord of the Rings. And, Anna, it's so funny because Anna loves Lord of the Rings. She's like, how have you not watched Lord of the Rings? Because we just had this conversation the other day. She's like, I thought you have watched Lord of the Rings. And I'm like, no. But yeah, I haven't watched it. I hung out with people who like to watch it, but I never did watch it myself. But I didn't really enjoy The Hobbit, so it doesn't encourage me to like want to try to, and because Anna's like, we should watch a marathon or something, because we even have Lord of the Ring movies like on DVD downstairs, because they were hers, and then I have not watched it, and I'm like, I want to have a movie marathon because I love that kind of shit. I mean, obviously, but like, I've watched The Hobbit, and I'm like, I didn't really like The Hobbit. So, what does that mean? Hello, Cass. How are you? What are we talking about? Bunch of different things. I mean, currently, I guess we're talking about Lord of the Rings, and then before that, we were talking about, Well, we were talking about my IVF stuff that we're going through, and then the stuff that we normally talk about, which is shows. Amazon is making a series, but the movies were also great. What's this series called? Is it just Lord of the Rings, or do they have a certain name for it? I am more of a Harry Potter girl than Lord of the Rings. See, I read the Harry Potter books and I watched the Harry Potter movies, except for... But I didn't even ever really love the Harry Potter movies either. I liked the first, 3 Harry Potter movies. Well, no, I take that back. I enjoy the first 4 Harry Potter movies. But then after that, I was like, eh. So, I watched all of them up until... I think I watched all of them. I just didn't end up watching, Fantastic Beasts or whatever. Yeah, I do think they tied up some things in season 1, but I always had a feeling that they were still on the same goddamn island. I just feel like it's time for a new scenery. Well, that kind of defeats the purpose, though, doesn't it? Because the whole point of the Wilds is the fact that they're on an island. I kind of get what you mean, though, because, they could make it seem like what they have to deal with in the future, but then isn't it gonna be more like Yellow Jackets at that point? Wouldn't that kind of be stealing ideas from Yellow Jackets? Because that's what Yellow Jackets did. I'm excited for Obi-Wan Kenobi and then House of the Dragon. I didn't know there was an Obi-Wan movie or show, whatever the fuck they're doing with that. But I did know I'm excited about House of the Dragon. I'm gonna see if I can react to it. I'm going to attempt it. Another joke, why don't pirates take a shower before they walk the plank? They just wash up on shore. That's a good one. Not like the medieval... Wait, hold on. Not like the medieval elves and hobbits and stuff too much. Stuff mixed together. Not into it, but I love The Witcher. I need to watch season 2 of The Witcher. I still haven't watched season 2 yet. But I have to know... Do you ship Leah and... It says shit. Do you ship Leah and Fatten? Fuck yes. Because I do. I want them together in season 3. But I swear if they give us Leah and Kieran, I will riot. Because I feel like they would do that to us. I said that. I said that in my stream right after The Wilds came out. And I said, they could put Kieran and Kieran and Fatten together because they're both kind of, and I feel like that they would do that because they're both kind of sexual people. But that's the only connection that I could see between Fatten and Kieran is the fact that they're both sexual people. But Fatten, there's numerous reasons as to why Fatten and Leah should be together. But the main one is Fatten actually confessed that she loved, because whenever Shelby and her were talking about, and Shelby's I love Tony and blah blah blah, and I want to do this for her, it's always been her, and Fatten's yeah, ditto, but it's a different her. And so she basically confessed, and so we all know it's Leah, but it's they better put them together. I swear if they don't, I'm gonna be mad. They could tease us with because even, okay, so I don't know if you guys watch Alex, what's her last name? Is it Shillington? Hold on. I love to watch her stuff too, and I can't remember what her last name is. Yeah, Alex Shillington. If you watch her reactions, because like, as I was watching her reaction, I picked up, so not only because, like, I watched the show and then I have to, like, edit it and then rewatch the video and then put it up, and so I rewatched the same episodes, like, 3 or 4 times. And so I saw, like, and then even as I was watching it again on, like, her reactions, the whole, like, finale of, like, right when the helicopter was coming in and, like, Leah had, like, looked up at Fatten and she, like, kind of gave her a look or whatever, and I'm like, oh my god. And I'm like, ah, like, even Leah was, like, feeling it a little bit, and I was like, oh, they better put them together. But I could see them trying to put maybe Fatten and Kieran together to maybe make Leah a little bit jealous. But the whole thing with, like, Leah is I could see Leah telling Fatten something as, like, I want to be, like, I like our thing, but, like, if I could see her being like, if I get involved with you, then I get obsessed, and then I don't want to do that. So I could see her saying that because, you know, I mean, Leah, that's her whole shtick. That's her whole character thing, is, like, she gets obsessive. So that, and she even knows it. She knows she gets obsessive. So if she ends up having feelings for Fatten and then she, like, obsesses about those feelings, then it's going to ruin whatever they have. And I could totally see her telling Fatten this. And so I could see this happening. And I almost bet that they're going to do that. And I swear, whatever it happens, I'm on a flip shit. I'm on a flip shit. For real. What was it that I called out, I don't remember what show it was, but I'm like, I called out something and I was right on it. I was right on the money, and I freaked out because I was like, oh fuck. I'm like, I fucking knew it. I get in crazy when I find out that I knew something was gonna happen, and then it happens. I can't remember what it was, but I just know, I'm like, yes, freaking figured it out. I do know that I guessed the Bridgerton season 1 finale, but I'm like, other than that, I don't think that's what it was, but it could have been. Anywho, I can't wait for season 3 of Motherland Fort Salem at the end of June. Oh, I know, me too. Me too. I keep burping. I'm sorry. I'm drinking the sparkling water, so that's why. I know. I'm like, I want more Motherland Fort Salem, but I feel like they're probably not going to do more than season 3. It's called The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. Gotcha. Bubba fucking Gump Shrimp Company, that is all. I read all the books and used to play the games The Witcher. Is it Ciri? Is that how her name is pronounced? I haven't watched, because I watched season 1 when it came out, so that was like, I don't even know how long ago. She's your favorite, and then Fatten is the best character in the wilds. Oh, for sure. Fatten is my favorite character, hands down. And I don't normally like to have, like, the same favorite character as, like, everyone's favorite character, but it's hard not to have Fatten as your favorite character. It's really hard not to. And I like when Martha goes up to Fatten, she goes, have you been catching any, like, vibes from people? And then she goes, oh, are you talking about Shoni? And then I'm like, of course. I was like, I love how she just fucking called it out like that. Yes, I love Alex. She actually is the one who made me start to ship Leah and Fatten. I love Alex's stuff. I'm trying to see if Alex and I can do something together. We've talked about it, but we haven't decided on what we want to do yet. Pretty much me. She told me to figure it out, and I'm like, shit, I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm hoping that we can do something with, like, Motherland Fort Salem. Especially since it's going to be the final season. It's crap that there's only, It's crap that there's only a lesbian or one gay token LGBT couple in shows. I know. Well, they do that too, and they're like, it's just to appease the diversity. It's very similar to how, like, some shows will put, like, one Asian character, or one African American character, or, like, one gay character, or, like, they try to say that they're appeasing to each diversity group with, like, one character. And of course, like, you have your shows that are, like, the complete exception to the rule, but for the most part, like, most shows are just, like, they're just appeasing, like, each diversity group with, like, one character. But please, nobody hate me. But I same don't like the Harry Potter movies or books. They're just not my type. I enjoyed the books more so than the movies. I struggled a lot as a kid because of I have severe ADD, and what made it very difficult for me to not be able to read, but, like, be able to pay attention. And so I couldn't read because I couldn't pay attention to the book. But, like, once I was on medication and stuff, then, like, Harry Potter books are the first thing I picked up. And other than comic books are really, like, the thing that, like, really got me to, like, into reading. And then once I, like, like, when I had medication, that, like, really helped me. And then I started reading Harry Potter books, and those were, like, the first ones. It would be interesting to have Fatten and Leah. For sure. Maybe Leah being obsessed with Fatten will be her plot for next season, since she doesn't have to be obsessed about getting the truth about the island out anymore. True. I do think Leah always has to have some sort of obsession, and it could be Fatten. But I could see her coming up with something else so that she's not obsessed with Fatten. I could see both. I could see it being Fatten, or, like, I could see it being maybe trying to get them off the island, or what's his face is, like, the controller now, Seth. So you can see him, like, I could see her, like, trying to I could see her just still trying to do the same thing, like, just figuring out more so of the truth, and maybe trying to get them off the island. Yes, I totally agree. I felt like Leah would kind of obsess over Fatten, but maybe Fatten will pull away because she's not the relationship kind of girl, you know? Yeah, I could see that. But I could also see Fatten being the one that's like, I want to be with Leah. Like, that's who, like, I could see, because I don't think Fatten would really hide her feelings. So I could see her, like, telling someone, if not Leah, like, I want to be with Leah. I could see her being the relationship type, but I could see Fatten, like, going all in, but then Leah pulling back because she's like, I could totally see Leah being like, I can't mess up what we currently have, and I don't want to ruin that by being myself and obsessing over, like, you and stuff. That's what I'm calling it. That's what's gonna happen. And if I get shocked, if I get surprised by a different outcome, then I will, but that's what I'm saying is gonna happen. I'm putting a bet down that Fatten is gonna tell Leah, or Fatten's gonna tell someone that she has feelings for Leah and she wants to go all in, but then Leah is gonna tell Fatten or someone else that she likes Fatten, but she doesn't want to obsess over her because she doesn't want to ruin what they have. That's what's gonna happen. They just released the first teaser for Motherland Fort Salem like a half an hour ago. And it made me so excited. They did? Oh, I'm so gonna watch it after this. I'm so gonna watch it. I watched She-Hulk yesterday. I'm excited about She-Hulk, but I also saw that like a bunch of people did say something about the CGI, and then I'm like, oh, you're right, the CGI looks terrible, but I'm like, but it's Tatiana Maslany, so I'm like, I'm still gonna watch it because I'm obsessed with her. But my faves are in order. Fatten, Leah, Dot, Martha, Shelby, then Tony. Sorry. Let's see if I had a favorite. It'd be Fatten and then Dot, because like for a while I was competing with the both of them with Fatten or Dot. Fatten, Dot, Martha, Leah, Tony, Shelby. It's probably Shelby is my least favorite. And it's not that I dislike Shelby, it's just that I like everyone a little bit more. I heard / read today that the Stranger Things Season 4 finale episode is well over 2 hours long. But they could have just made that into 2 episodes to make it 10 episodes and not 9. Yeah, I'm not sure why they did that. I did hear that too. I heard that there was, I saw that there was an article where they were talking about how some of the Stranger Things episodes were longer than most movies. And I'm like, what? That's going to be a pain in the ass to try to record, but okay. I mean, shit, I'm still going to do it, but I hope that I can be able to do Stranger Things. I hope it doesn't end up being a problem. Either way, I'm going to watch it, but I hope that I don't have any problems. You guys should do a Talder reaction from Motherland Fort Salem. Oh, Alex and I don't know. I haven't figured out, because Alex is like, yeah, I totally want to do something, but she's like, just figure, whatever you want to do, just tell me, and then we'll figure it out. So I'm like, okay. I did tell her, I'm like, I think it should be like Motherland Fort Salem, because it's the last season. It's something that we both enjoy watching. I think that that's going to be our show. I don't know if we're just maybe going to talk about it or what we're going to do. I have no idea. I guess the ball's in my court with that one, but I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, worst case scenario, we just talk about like what our ideas are for the final season. But I wouldn't be opposed to a Talder reaction. How did the IVF treatment consultation went? P.S. Happy anniversary. Thank you. The consultation went good. The consultation was, well, I mean, it depends on what you mean by consultation, because technically we've had, I don't know how many consultations, but our last consultation was like 2 weeks ago, and it was good. It was fine. Like, it was minor. She was just telling me of like, she was letting me know like all the stuff that was gonna happen. And I got my calendar yesterday morning, so super excited. The funny thing is that LGBT character have no other friends but the straight friends that is Bull. They're slowly getting better and better about it. Like Heartstopper is a little bit different. What other shows or movies that are like mainly based for LGBT? But like it shouldn't be that way. They should have a show that's really like popular for anyone, not just straight couples or not just gay couples or whatever. It should be just a popular show, and it has a good amount of like gay in it, you know, straight and gay. I'm so sorry, Cass. Have to go. Talk to you soon. Salute. I don't. Yes, to Anna. Okay. I will see you later. But am I the only one who ships Rael and Abigail? Like, oh my gosh, I want them together, but they are together in my alternate reality. I think that I don't want them together because I feel like oh shit, what's her name? What the fuck is her name? Hold on. What the fuck is her name? Scylla. So, Rael and Scylla, they're meant to be. They're meant to be together. And my thing is like Rael and Abigail, I feel like are the best of friends, or like could be siblings, like because at first they were like just butting heads, and like, so I really want them. They're like siblings. I don't see anything else, but the CGI in She-Hulk is crazy obvious. Oh yeah. Like, and people were even like, you can't even tell it's Tatiana Maslany. Like, that's how crazy it is. Like, how crazy awful the CGI is. And they were like, even the Hulk looks like Mark. So why doesn't She-Hulk look like Tatiana? And I'm like, I totally get that. I think it looks like her still, but I could totally get them saying like, but it doesn't look like her. Like, I can get that. But have you watched She-Ra, Princess of Power? It's on Netflix. Yes, I have. Yes, I have, and I love it. I want to rewatch it. I wish that they would I wish they would have continued with that, or they do have something else coming out. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a spin-off of She-Ra, or if it's just something else, cuz I can't remember what the name of it is. Oh, what the fuck is it? Because it's not He-Man. Well, because She-Ra is technically a spinoff of He-Man, I think, technically. Either it's two different things, but same universe. Something like that. But yeah, they're having like some sort of spinoff of something for She-Ra. Something like that. Heartstopper is straight and gay in every way. It is. But that has like a good combination of gay and straight. Well, maybe a little bit more leaning towards gay, but that's okay. I put Tony last because she's always just so angry and I can't stand it. But I also feel bad because I'm the exact same way. Is this me being hypocritical? Maybe a little. I mean, my thing is like, I can relate to Tony. I don't have anger issues at all. I get very annoyed. I get annoyed very easily. I don't get angry very easily, but I get annoyed very easily. So I can kind of relate on that kind of standpoint. So, have you seen the House of Dragon trailer? Yes, I have. I try to hold off and try to see if I can do some sort of trailer reactions, but then I'm like, I can't help it. Because I see it, and then I'm like, well, because most of the time when I'm scrolling, it's already playing automatically, whether it's YouTube or Twitter, and so I'm like, oh, damn, it caught my attention. Or like, oh man, I've been on the screen too long, I might as well just finish it. So, I don't know. I've done like a handful of trailer reactions, but then I'm like, with like different things, but it's hard for me to it's hard for me to do a trailer reaction. And people are never satisfied with my trailer reactions anyway, because I try to fit in the whole, like, I do trailer reactions a little bit different than I do my typical reactions, because I try to fit in the whole trailer in my reaction, and the only way you can do that without getting copyrighted, it's gotta be copyrighted, or copyright, I don't know. But anyway, in order for me not to get a copyright claim, I have to, like, pause it at so many different places if I want to try to get the whole trailer in there, technically. And so people are either pissed off because I'm pausing, or if I do cut it up, then people are pissed off that I'm cutting it up. And so I'm like, whatever. Normally I don't ever care, but, and like, I could always do trailer reactions in the future, like, but I just, might as well just watch it instead of doing a trailer reaction. I heard She-Ra is getting a movie. I don't remember if it was a movie or a show. She-Ra is in the same universe as He-Man. Yeah, I know they're in the same universe. I just couldn't remember if like She-Ra is technically like a spin-off of He-Man or if they're like two different things but same universe. Are you for real? I would definitely watch that. Oh yeah, I mean they're having something. Like let me look it up. Hold on. It's either a show or a movie. She-Ra movie. Hold on. Hold on. Let me put spin-off because I feel like what I'm typing in. She-Ra spin-off. Oh, it is. Oh, speaking of, so She-Ra is technically a spin-off of He-Man, it says. Thought so. Is there going to be a She-Ra sequel? Well, something says there's going to be a season 6, but I think that's a lie. I don't think that's real. Oh, here we go. She-Ra, Amazon Studios is developing She-Ra as a live-action series. Oh, okay. They said which DreamWorks Animation, which produced the recent She-Ra Princess of Power animated series reboot for Netflix, is executive producing for the live action for Amazon. Oh, live action. Is Amazon making a live action She-Ra? Variety announced that Amazon is in the early stages of development of a live action fantasy series about Princess Adora, aka She-Ra. This will be the second new TV show about the rebellious princess of Etheria after the Netflix animated reboot She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. Talking of spin-offs, what other ones would you like to see? I'm excited for the Stranger Things spin-off after season 5. Is that confirmed? I know that they were wanting to do a spin-off. I just couldn't remember if that was confirmed or not. I would totally do it. I would totally watch a spin-off. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can be able to react to Stranger Things. And then fingers crossed that if they do have a spin-off, I could do that one too. Like, that would be awesome. Have you watched The Haunting? Oh, wait. Oh, you took it off. Took it off while I was trying to read it. I think you were asking me if I had ever seen Haunting of Bly Manor or Haunting of Hill House. Which, if that's what you were asking, yes to both of them, and I have actually reacted to both of them. If you guys ever want to know if I have reacted to something, if you go on my channel and my channel page, and then go over to playlists, every reaction video that I've made, I've put it in a playlist of like that show title. So that's how you can go and see. I'm such a genius. I did that like really honestly, like from the beginning. Didn't even know like really what I was doing, but I'm like, I'm gonna put this as like a playlist just in case. And I'm like, I swear to God, it's the freaking one of the most brilliant things I've done. But yeah, some people they'll always ask me if I've reacted to something, and usually yes. But you can figure that out if you go to my playlist, and they're by show title. Have you seen Cloak and Dagger? No. I'm not really a big superhero person. I'm trying to get more into it, though. And, like, I'm currently doing Moon Knight. And with Moon Knight, I even said this in my reaction, that it was like because I just recorded the last episode right before I streamed. But I didn't get hooked onto Moon Knight until like episode 3. And Moon Knight isn't it's not one of my favorites. Like, I really liked I like Venom. I've always said that. And then I like Black Widow. I like, what's the one with Haley Steinfeld? Hawkeye. What else have I really liked? I like Wonder Woman, but that's mainly because of Gal Gadot. I did like, oh, what movie did we watch? Oh, we watched, what is it? Multiverse of Madness or whatever. This Doctor Strange movie. We went to go see it in theaters the other day. Freaking loved it, because I love the Scarlet Witch, so freaking love that movie. Which I still need to watch WandaVision. I haven't even watched that one yet, and I'm a huge Scarlet Witch fan. I just rewatched Bly Manor before this stream, and I'm a total scaredy cat, so I'm glad I have this to distract me before bed. I didn't think Bly Manor was that scary. Bly Manor to me was more of a romantic show than it was a scary show. Now, Hill House, on the other hand, freaky. That one was scary more than anything. I feel like the two movies are the exact opposite, because I'm like, I didn't even really get scared of Bly Manor. I've wanted to watch Bly Manor, but I'm such a wuss. Bly Manor's fine. Bly Manor is fine. If anything, it's like, it's a little bit suspenseful, but it's not scary. Not in my opinion. I don't feel like it's scary. Hill House is freaky. Hill House is scary. But it was great. It was great. Bly Manor is not really scary. It's more suspenseful and more romantic, I feel like. But heads up, you will cry. I cried. I bawled. I even knew what the freaking... I caught a spoiler before I watched it, which I was so mad that I saw a spoiler. I think that's the only show that I saw a spoiler of when I was, like, currently reacting to it. But I told everyone I already knew what the ending was. But I still cried. Still cried. It stars Olivia Holt from Cruel Summer, and she starred in Cloak and Dagger before Cruel Summer. It looked good, but I think, what did it only have, like, 2 seasons or something? Yeah, sorry, I was taking them down because my typing was a mess, but thank you. Oh, okay. No problem. A lot of people, whenever they type stuff, I feel like I have to, like, try to decode it sometimes. So you're fine. To me, the scary part of Bly Manor is that I constantly have that feeling that something will happen. That's generally the issue I have with anything horror-related. Yeah, I think that's why you get, like, why you're scared of, like, or, like, the biggest things of, like, why scary movies are scary is because, like, you're, like, waiting. Like, primarily, you're just waiting for something to happen. And that's the scary part. Speaking of Mike Flanagan's shows, will you react to Midnight Mass? I've tried. I've tried to watch Midnight Mass and I could not get into it. I just couldn't. It was so boring. It was so boring. I couldn't do it. I tried so hard. Not to react to it, but just to even watch it. Like, to watch it in my spare time. And I watched it recently, too. Well, I say recently as in, like, a couple of months ago. I could not do it. A bunch of people wanted me to watch it, and I tried to watch it, and I'm like, I can't do it. This is so boring. Dude, you're answering all my questions for me. I was about to ask, have you watched Mom or WandaVision? Yes to Mom, no to WandaVision. Which I need to watch WandaVision. I don't know why I haven't. It's usually because I don't have any time. That's usually what it is. 95% of the time, I haven't watched a show just because I haven't had the time to watch it. It's not because I don't want to watch it. That was because Marvel wanted to get rid of any shows that wasn't on Disney Plus at the time. Wait, what? What were you responding about? That was because Marvel wanted to get rid of any show that wasn't on Disney. I don't know what you mean by that one. If you're still worried about it, just watch Hill House and Bly Manor in the daytime. Yeah. That's a lot of it. A lot is just watching scary movies in the daytime. And then it's fine. I completely agree with you on that. It's so weird how, like, scary movies have far more, like, control, like, effect on you when it's dark. I think it's just because of the fact that, like, you can't see as good in the dark as you can in, like, light, obviously. So I wonder if that's why it's so, like, scary. When I played The Last of Us, the first game, The Last of Us, I played it one time when it was, like, dark outside, and I couldn't play it. I was like, I had to pause it, and I'm like, I had to wait till morning, because I'm like, I can't fucking play this shit in the dark. But the second one was fine. The second one wasn't even scary. That was the same for Resident Evil. I tried to play Resident Evil in the dark, and then I'm like, I can't fucking do this shit. I have to watch it. Like, I have to play it when it's bright outside. But yeah, Bly Manor, like, I think Bly Manor might have, like, one jump scare or, like, 2 jump scares. But I don't even think, like, maybe, Hill House definitely, it has that major jump scare in it. But Bly Manor, it's just mainly, Bly Manor makes you think, and you really have to pay attention to Bly Manor. If you don't pay attention, you're gonna get confused. So, that's my thing, is I'll tell you, with Bly Manor, pay attention. Don't really worry about, like, jump scares and, like, scary stuff with Bly Manor, because it's really not that scary. So don't worry about that, but just really pay attention. Like I said, because if you don't, then you're gonna, get confused. It reminds me a little bit, like, of The Shining, Bly Manor. Because it's that suspenseful, like, yeah, it's got a little bit of, like a little hint of, like, scariness in it, but it's mainly the suspense of it. So that's what it is. That's a very good comparison, I think. Cloak and Dagger? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I love watching horror movies and shows. I've watched Hill House and The Conjuring at night, but Hill House was a bit scary, but not Bly Manor. Oh, yeah, no. I think a lot of people, Bly Manor wasn't really scary. At least compared to Hill House. Compared to Hill House, Bly Manor is not scary. Can't wait for the second anthology series after Midnight Mass called The Midnight Club, so try that out when it comes out. So, new story / characters, etc. I'll try it. I'll try shows, but, like, I could not get into Midnight Mass. I couldn't. Sometimes I think I want to try it again, but then I'm like, no. Because I would get, the episodes are, like, so long. Well, I guess I say that, but they're, like, as long as any of the other stuff that I record. It's at least, like, each episode is at least an hour long. And I'm like, I can't. Like, there's not enough going on to really catch, like, my attention. To watch WandaVision, you have to see Infinity War and Endgame beforehand. Oh, damn it. And Age of Ultron. I don't know if I want to do that. Did you play Last of Us Part 2? So, fun fact, the very first episode I ever uploaded onto this channel was a review of Last of Us Part 2 before I really knew what I wanted to do on YouTube. So yes. The first Last of Us, I think, in my opinion, was way better. But The Last of Us Part 2 had better things. Like, it had better graphics. But the overall experience of the first Last of Us was way better than the second one. Not long ago, I was like you, not into the superheroes, but I recently watched all the Marvel movies now, and I'm now in love. You won't regret it, but DC is ass. Besides Wonder Woman and Doom Patrol, have you seen that? I semi forget that Wonder Woman is DC and not Marvel. Because of how good Wonder Woman was. My thing is like, comic books, for me, the comic books, DC's comics are better, in my opinion. But for some reason with movies, they can't get the DC movies right. And Marvel's shows and movies are better than DC's. Video game wise, I'm not really sure. I feel like DC comes out with more video games. I could be wrong, but at least I played more DC video games than Marvel. And DC video games are pretty good. But no, I have not seen Doom Patrol. I have a friend who keeps telling me to watch Doom Patrol, and I haven't done it yet. And like, every time I see him or every time I talk to him, he's like, have you seen Doom Patrol yet? And I'm like, no. Not yet. But I didn't like the Iron Man movie. Sorry. I've seen all the Iron Man movies, and You're Not Alone. Iron Man wasn't my favorite either. I'm trying to think of who's my favorite Marvel superhero. Let me see. I have to see a list. Let me see if I can pull up a list. Oh, there's 200 of them. Top 200 heroes of Marvel. Wolverine, Spider-Man, Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, Daredevil, Punisher, Deadpool. I really like Deadpool. Cyclops, Mr. Fantastic, Nightcrawler, Nick Fury, Human Torch. I don't know if I want to go through all of these. I wish there was a smaller... you know what? Let me see if there's a different list of just names that I could just easily scroll down and see. Let me see. Is this it? Kinda. Makes it smaller. Luke Cage. Oh, here we go. I feel like if I have to do that, then I don't really know who my favorite superhero is, but... I mean, I don't really watch that many superhero stuff, so... Here, I'll just say this, because there's so many of them, I didn't realize there was that many. I really, really like Scarlet Witch. Especially Elizabeth Olsen plays an amazing Scarlet Witch. Holy shit. I really like Spider-Man too. I have Spider-Man Vans. I would have to it would be Scarlet Witch, and then I really like Spider-Man. And then DC, I've always said Batman was my favorite, but I'm talking about comic books. I'm not talking about movies. I really like Wonder Woman, but I'm wondering if I like Wonder Woman because Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman? Or... I don't know. I don't know. That's hard. I'd have to think about it. I really like Black Widow too. I think I like the female superheroes, and it's not because I'm a lesbian. Well, it's not the whole reason that that I'm a lesbian, but I think it's just because I'm a woman and I want to have representation. Oh, I skipped some of these. My overall favorite is Captain America. I can see that. But Age of Ultron has to be my favorite movie, hands down. If I'm not wrong, that's when we're first introduced to Wanda and her brother, right? I've seen whatever Avenger movie that introduced them. I did see it, and I don't remember which one it was, though. So I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'm getting hungry watching you eat these Snickers. It's not Snickers, actually. It's Almond Joy. I love coconut. I don't think I could pick. I don't think I could be. I don't like chocolate bar just sitting like out of like all the rows of chocolate bars. The one I'm gonna go for is Almond Joy. I like Three Musketeers too, but Almond Joy is my go-to. Or Toblerone. I like Toblerone, but that's not usually like a common thing that you pick up. Kind of, sorta. What else is a common one? I don't know. I'm usually probably gonna go for the Almond Joy. My favorite female Marvel character is Scarlet Witch. She's just badass, and Elizabeth Olsen does an amazing job. Age of Ultron is where we first meet Wanda and her brother. Oh, okay. Then I've seen that one. I'm really sad as love the band Bon Jovi. Sure you must have heard about the state of John Bon Jovi's voice now. He sounds like a man that is having a stroke. Aww. No, I didn't know. I don't really listen. I don't listen to that much music, actually. I have like a love-hate relationship with music. It depends on the singers and the bands and like the songs and whatnot. I like rock. I don't really like anything else. I like old country music just because I was raised on some old country. So I like old country music. And then rock. That's what I listen to. I was gonna say something else, but I can't remember. Oh, also what I really like is what is she? She's the Phoenix. The Phoenix. What the fuck is she? What is she? What is her name? Jean. AKA, what's her name though? AKA what? It's like Phoenix or something. Dark Phoenix. That's what it is. Dark Phoenix. Wanda/Scarlet Witch is my favorite Marvel character for sure, but maybe if we get to see more Yelena in shows and movies, that'll change. Oh, I do love Yelena! I do fucking love Yelena. She is, yeah, she's, other than Scarlet Witch, I love me some Yelena. I do, I really do. I love her more than I love Black Widow. Those aren't Snickers. I thought it was a donut she's been eating for like an hour. Or are you trying to say those are Snickers? No, they're not Snickers. It's an Almond Joy. And I have one more bite, so I might as well finish it. Black Widow is my favorite. She may not have much, but she's very powerful. I miss her. Then I want Wanda, then Yelena. I like Black Widow. But I'd have to say Scarlet Witch, Yelena, and then Black Widow. Almond Joys are ass. They are not. Take it back. Why don't you like Almond Joys? Is it because of the coconut? I love coconut. I don't know how people dislike coconut. I hope that Kate Bishop and Yelena get a movie together. Me too. They are both badass together. They have like an awesome connection. It has been on loads of social media for weeks, though, amongst other things, about his voice. We'll send you a video for it on your Twitter then. Yeah, do that. Almond Joy and Toblerone are my favorite too. My favorite hero is Supergirl. I like how you have the gay flag next to Supergirl. Supergirl's good. Didn't we finally get confirmation that Supergirl was stronger than Superman? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Didn't they have it in the show? I wish I knew what any of those chocolate bars are, but the only one you mentioned that I heard of is Toblerone. They don't have Almond Joys where you are? Almond Joys are just 3 things. It's coconut, almonds, and chocolate. And then Mounds are also delicious, but Mounds are only coconut with dark chocolate. I would pick up a Mounds, but again, if Almond Joy is sitting right there, I'm going to pick up Almond Joy first. Same. Not a fan of coconut at all. It gets stuck in my teeth a lot. I also don't like almonds. Oh, well then that's why you don't like Almond Joy. That's like 2 out of the 3 things. I get it. I can kind of get, because my mom, she's one of those people that she's like, I like the taste of coconut. I just don't like actual coconut. Because it's a texture thing. I feel like I have eyeliner on my eyelid. But it could be, I think it's just a shadow of my eyelashes. But whatever. Okay. Yeah. And so she likes the flavor, but she doesn't like the texture. So I get that, like, texture is a thing for coconut. But it doesn't bother me. There's a thing, sometimes I have some texture things with certain foods, but for the most part, it doesn't really bother me. We definitely don't have Almond Joys. Now I'd like to try them, though. That's crazy. Although I feel like most countries have better candy or chocolate or something more, like, better than American. It could be because I have lived in America, like, my whole freaking life. So anything that's different, I'm gonna... There's something on my chair. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. Poncho chewed. He chewed this, like, little thing off of my chair. And Anna hasn't fixed it yet. Yeah, but if you like coconut and almond and chocolate, then you'll like Almond Joys. Yeah, I think that's maybe why I like Wonder Woman, because of Gal Gadot. But I also like Melissa I think it's Benoit, right? Is how you say that? Because I think it's French. I don't know. Anyway, DC Supergirl, I ship her and Lena. I feel like you have to. Like, Supercorp was in game, and the fact that they didn't make it so kind of pisses me off. And I didn't even watch the show. But Almond Joys are ass, sorry. Whatever. My friend brought some American chocolate when she came home from her year abroad, and I hated it. Yeah, I could see that. I feel like European chocolate, or almost any chocolate from anywhere, is probably going to be better than American. My mom is a huge Mounds fan. I like Mounds. I do. I just like Almond Joys better. And she loves York peppermint patties, which I hate. I'll eat one, but I'd have to really be in the mood for one. I wouldn't just pick one up just because. I need to know, what are your favorite characters from OBX? Probably Kiara. I don't dislike any of them. But she's probably my favorite. Almond Joys are alright. I like them personally. I love them. They've always kind of been my favorite. And they have been around since spring of 1946. How do you know that? I like how you just automatically know that. Like, you just know it. It's getting hot in here. I'm about to have to end this stream just so I can, like, get some cool air. This is like a freaking oven in here. Let's see, what else is going on this week? Besides Moon Knight. And I don't think Legacies is coming back till June. Next Legacies episode. Yeah, June. So we just have Moon Knight until Stranger Things. My favorite chocolate bars are Kinder Chocolate. You have those too, right? Yeah, we do. I like those. Those are really good. Well, going to America a lot for holidays since a kid and been on many TV documentaries, etc. You ever watched Generation? Yes, I did. I reacted to like half of this season, but then it just wasn't. YouTube didn't like it. It kept getting taken down, and then I'm like, you know what? I'll just watch it by myself because it wasn't doing that hot anyway. Like, for some reason, I got a lot of recommendations for me to watch it, and then nobody watched it. Like, the videos didn't perform that well, and then YouTube would take down half of them. And I'd try to put them back up, and then they get taken down again. And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. So, but I finished it. I used to love York peppermint when I was little, but one day I just hated it. That's probably why I have a hatred for most chocolate besides Reese's Cup, Twix, and Snickers. Have you watched South of Nowhere? No. What's that on? Talking about getting coconut stuck in your tooth. I love that show. What's it on? Alrighty, guys. I'm probably gonna end it for the night. It's getting really hot in here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Just finishing out Moon Knight. And that's pretty much it until the 27th when Stranger Things comes out. Okay, I need to watch South of Nowhere now. It's old. Oh my gosh, I know what Reese's Cups are. Yay. Hate those, though, because because peanut butter is the most disgusting thing in the world to me. South of Nowhere was on Teen Nick in, like, the early 2000s. Then maybe I do know what it is. It was so good. Genuinely one of the funniest shows I have ever watched and had great representation. I'm so upset it got canceled. 2005 to 2008. I gotta look it up. Hold on. Oh, no, I didn't watch it. Most shows I did watch during that time, but I did not watch that one. My favorites are Key and Sarah and the new girl, Cleo. I don't know why people hate on Key so much. I don't know. But anyway, Moon Knight and then Stranger Things on the 27th. That's pretty much it. Oh, I'm going to try to throw out another movie too. We'll see. I think I'm going to try to get out Love Classified, but we'll see. At least we can't binge season 4 of Stranger Things as get the first 5 episodes so we can chat more about it and let it sink in more and talk about the second part coming out on the 1st of May. What are you talking about, the 1st of May? It comes out on the 27th. Do you mean the 1st of July? Because that's when the second part comes out. I think that's what you meant. Next reaction? I mean, tomorrow. Moon Knight is what I'm currently doing, but then I'll try to get a movie out, and then after that it's Stranger Things. Speaking of legacies, I stopped watching after Kaylee left. Low-key, glad it's canceled. My bad. It just wasn't really going anywhere, so I can kind of see why it got canceled. I mean, I hate that it got canceled because I liked it, but I could see why it got canceled because it was really not going anywhere. You should react to Welcome to Eden. I think you're not the first person to tell me that, but I don't know what that is. But yeah, anywho, Moon Knight, movie and Stranger Things is what I am going to attempt to do. I didn't mean 1st of July. Getting too tired. It's okay. I get it. I figured that's what you meant. Because I'm like, well, first of all, it's after May 1st already. And yeah. But anywho's, I should be streaming next Wednesday. What's next Wednesday? The 25th? Yeah. 25th. So, I will see you guys next Wednesday. Are you watching season 2 of Gentleman Jack? Oh, shit. Yes, I am, and I'm so pissed off at the last episode. I wish you would have asked me that before, but anyway. Yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off at her right now. I knew that was going to happen, too. I knew it. Fucking knew it was going to happen. I'm so mad at her. Anyway. Remind me next stream, we'll talk about Gentleman Jack. Come back to the next stream and I'll talk about Gentleman Jack with you. Because I want to talk about it. Because I'm pissed. Anywho. Alrighty, Gotti. I have to go pee, is what I meant to say. And I meant to say, alright, bye guys. At the same time. But anyway, I'm going to go pee. And I will see you guys next Wednesday. Bye guys.